Hello, everybody. Can you hear me all right? My tea. I'm heating up my tea. Hi, Dee. How are you guys doing? Yeah, instead of coffee talk, I guess we're having tea talk today. How is everybody? Are you staying warm? Because it's freaking cold out. Awesome. Awesome. I'm happy to hear all is well. It is. I know. I'm sitting here with like blankets and blankets and blankets and wrapped up, and I got my 2 shirts on, and it's like 2 degrees outside. Kind of sucks. But outside of that, eh, I'm doing okay. I mean, I've been better, but hey, what's life without a few challenging bullshits? How is everybody? Hey, Gina. Welcome, guys. What do we want to talk about today? Oh, today is coffee talk, sweetheart. This is where we talk about things that we talk about, don't have talk about, time to talk about in readings. 8 degrees. I wonder what it is here. Hang on. It's 6 degrees right now. Okay, well, hit me up on Facebook, Gina. Do you know where to hit me up on Facebook? Do you have a Facebook? Because I also have Instagram. And, well, you can't hit me up on TikTok because, like I said, I tell too much truth. And I can't get, like, personal messages there until, like, March, I think. It's 12 degrees there. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, hit me up on Facebook. I'll be happy to give you a reading after I get done here. So, how's everybody been doing as far as trudging through this first, like, few weeks of January? I know mine's been more than a challenge. Oh. Yeah, you're welcome. To the glory that would be revealed to and through. Yes. I don't know. I've been in the flippin' table mood lately. You know? January has been flying by. January has been flying by. Guys, if you guys want any of our products, do you know about our products? Let me know. Because we got some really good products. I have to, like, get rid of a lot of inventory that we already have that should have been gone already a long time ago. No. But that's okay. It will be sooner or later. You know how it is dealing with people who don't keep their word. Gets a little ridiculous. But it will be okay. One way or another. People like me just have too many talents, I guess. And I end up getting in a pickle with the wrong people. Shit happens. How's everything going for you? Yeah, hit me up on chat on Facebook, Gina, and I'll be happy to give you a reading. Yeah, just because I'm here, like, doing coffee talk, doesn't mean that I'm still, doesn't mean I'm not available. But yeah, if you guys see any of the products that you're interested in, just hit me up on that too. Don't go to the TikTok shop because they only do PayPal, and I don't do PayPal. And I don't do PayPal because Jack Dorsey is over PayPal. Oh, I gotta see. Like streaming to Instagram. And I don't know how to find out if I am or not. Can you tell? Does anybody know? I don't know. I'm trying to get things set up where I can like stream from one platform, but it's really challenging because there's TikTok, there's and TikTok you gotta have like 10,000 followers, and I'm only at 2 right now. So I've been working on getting up my base again and get back up to like 4,000 likes on my videos. So like, share, subscribe. Especially share. Huh, I don't see me. I don't even know where it'd be. Okay, I can't find it. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get streaming from all of them so I don't have to have like 4 or 5 different like things going. So, anybody had any interesting experiences for the beginning of January yet? I know a couple of people that came back with some predictions I gave in readings, which have come in. That's always exciting for me. So, yeah, we have no choice but to keep going, no matter what. But people can sure make it hard by, like, not following through with what they say. Okay. True dat. So, I am going to be planning on having some exciting guests coming up. There's more and more people coming up that think like me, quit putting up with the crap. The only way to stop bad people is by stopping bad people, not sitting down and shutting up, or people who are doing bad things or harming others or blah, blah, blah. People are starting to learn to stand up for themselves. And I'm afraid it's making the natives really restless because we are in a world right now where people don't. We've been taught to let people, you know, well, it'll happen. It'll happen, Gene. People have been taught to sit down and shut up as they see, people being used, abused. Um, you know. So we're learning all new ways to be, which isn't easy. Okay, now my chat isn't coming up here. There we go. Yeah, and most people do. But sometimes it just has to happen to make it end. I mean, after 56 years of like showing up and giving my all and getting nothing but drama out of it, I'm over that shit. All right? I have too much talent to be under anybody's thumb. And I'm too good of a person to be like put on the line, to have my ass on the line. No, that's not okay. People who do that, it's not okay. So I'm putting my foot down. So I need to like get a place where I can create. I've got like 7 factories here that I need to be able to have room to create. And I have to have all my stuff to create in one spot and not in 10. No, it isn't. But yeah, I'm ready to do for me. It would be nice if there would be a man out there that would be my equal. But, I don't know. There's a few of them that are pretty awake, thank goodness. And I do enjoy talking to them. But 9 out of 10 times, if there's like somebody I enjoy talking to, there's like a jealous girlfriend involved, and it's like, wait a minute. No, 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 it ain't like that. Ain't like that at all. You got me twisted, sister. I don't want your man. I just want to pick his brain. You can have the rest. So, that kind of causes conflict. Plus, I like talking to women who are like, I'm really not looking. I mean, I'd rather get stable and secure in my own right because, like I said, um, there's too much of a new perspective that needs to be had out there, like conflict, everybody hates drama and conflict, so we sit down and shut up and we take it all inside of us. And then next thing you know, somebody's breaking down. And there's only so much a human can take in a lifetime. And people who are happy to pile more on and not listen to what you need while they're accusing you of not listening to what they need as you're doing everything that they need done. Just, I don't know. It's a good thing I'm not a violent person. That's all I can say. Because if I was, people would be in trouble. Because I can fight, and I will fight, and I scrap like a tiger. But it takes certain credentials for me to get violent. And that is being faced with violence. And you know what really pisses me off? When people put on like, oh, I'm so afraid of you. I'm so afraid of you. You're so scary. Well, fuck yeah, if you make me. Don't be a dumbass. You know? And that's the problem I have with people have with me is I'm too real. They can't handle real. And people need to start being authentic because let me tell you what happens when we do what we've been doing, all right? There's no accountability. There's absolutely no accountability for these people out there just doing whatever they want and not caring about what it does to other people. You know? That kind of selfishness is not responsible co-creation. If you're not in an atmosphere where people are not allowing you to thrive and grow because you're so busy making sure they're taking, what you came to do for them is taken care of. But then when it comes to the turnaround, doesn't really happen that much. And then they expect you to go, oh, well, just deal with it. Doesn't matter what you want or need. It only matters what I want and need. You know. You know those kind of people. So, yeah, I stand up to them. And I always will. Because that's the only thing that stops them. Like, I could tell stories like my ex. Yeah, I know. I know. But sometimes well, see, that's what I mean. They shouldn't. And we shouldn't let them. We should. Here's my thing I trust everybody until they give me a fucking reason not to. That's my job. And then when they give me a reason not to, they ain't gonna like me very much. Especially if they act trustworthy. Especially if they act like, they're there for a responsible co creation. And responsible co creation means that nobody's codependent. Okay? Nobody. Yes, they should. And they should keep their word because people depend on that. Hi, Annette. How are you? Me and Nanette had a really good conversation the other day. Oh, we're doing coffee talk today. If you need a reading, sweetheart, just hit me up on Facebook. I got Gina already on the list. Seriously, you guys, I'm only on here like 3 times a week so far. And if you guys need, just hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm everywhere. You can't hit me up on TikTok, though. Thank you, Annette. Thank you for the share. Because I was a bad girl. And I told TikTok what I thought of them, too. Because they're trying to force me into doing PayPal, which I got off of Square because Square and PayPal are now in cahoots, and Jack Dorsey, the ex-CEO of Twitter, is now over PayPal and Square. And I don't trust that man. But I don't, after coronavirus, I really don't trust the, yes, we did. I really don't trust a lot of the digital platforms. Really. And why do they need to know everything? Why do they have to have access to all the files on your computers and on your phones? And why do they need to know all that shit? I mean, it's going to work to my advantage here pretty soon. Um, when lawsuits start happening, it's really going to work to my advantage, but it's still not right. It's still not right that they collect things that's none of their freaking business. And I'm sorry if I don't even know how many steps I take in a day. Why does Google need to know it? Thank you, Natalie. Mm. Yeah, but they don't need to know all the files on your computer and all your texts and all. I mean, how many steps you take, what you're doing, where you're at. None of that's their business. Yeah, they sell information to third parties. I don't want my information sold. And you know, they want us all to go on these computers instead of living life, and it's like I want a life. Exactly. It's an infringement on all our rights. And if you leave, I sat down and I read the agreements on Facebook and Google, all 125 freaking pages of it. And do you know that they can change the appearance of anything on your computers and on your um well, anything on your devices? They can make you see whatever they want to, and also you give them permission to go in and change anything that you've done on websites, any information you put in. They can make totally fake things come up. I can tell you a story. um my brother actually had, hi Miriam, my brother actually had a seizure as I was trying to put my extension for my taxes in, and I had to call an ambulance and go to the hospital, so I tried to do it from my phone. Possibly, but I tried to do it from my phone, and when I got to the website, it said that my password wasn't correct, and this wasn't correct. It wouldn't let me in. Wouldn't let me in at all. So, I ended up missing a tax deadline because Google was being a bitch. Is what all blurry? This? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I touched the camera. Here, let me see. Hang on. Is that better? Everything's all blurry to me. I've been working on these computers since I was like 13. I'm afraid I'm going blind. Because I don't know, oh, you can't read the replies up here? Well, I only see Facebook and YouTube on here. Every once in a while there's a Twitch or there's something else that pops up. Discord maybe? I don't know. But I don't really have a presence there yet. And it's really hard to work all the websites, you know? At the same time, it's really hard. Hi, Ms. Rack. How is everybody? Is there anything you guys want to know about? Anything you want to talk about? Any questions? Because if not, I'll tell you something I've been doing lately. Since I can't sit by my trees, I've been doing onoponos, which, with the malas. Do you remember what onoponos are? Awesome. Awesome, Annette. Do you remember what onoponos are? Like when you get stressed out? 108 times. I love you. Or wait. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you and thank you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you and thank you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you and thank you. For every bead, you say that 108 times. Okay? And when you do, that puts out a. What's the big day tomorrow? Oh, what's the big day tomorrow? You guys tell me. Come on. Well, you guys made it happen by sticking in there, you know? Keeping positive thoughts. You guys are actually the manifestors of your future. I just told you the energy that was on the board. You kept it going. So that's the important part, because literally I don't tell the future, but I tell the energy as it sits on the board when I read it. But if anybody changes their mind, good. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. You guys don't even know. It's like 16 years. I I just I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Oh yeah, you have a sister. I have a sister in Florida too. That's cool. So you have the meeting with the authorities, and then what's gonna happen? When's he gonna be here? That's what I want to know. When do you get to see him finally? And then when you do, what are you guys gonna do? Just so you guys know, El Chico here, we need to congratulate him. Um, he's heard from his son for the first time in 16 years. That's awesome, Miriam. Where are you doing that at? History. That wasn't a sister, unfortunately. Oh, you're talking about my sister? She is near Estero. Fort Myers. Near Fort Myers. Yes. Yeah, I was kind of nervous because I saw him being reunited with his kid, and then it was like 16 years you haven't heard from him? Oh my goodness. It made me a little nervous. And then he came back and he was like, "Yeah, we heard from him." I'm like, "Oh, yes." So it's been an ongoing thing. Now we're waiting for them to be reunited. So I'm so excited for them. It's just like, oh, your sister's in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's nice, but right now they're getting a lot of weather. Yeah, we're all you gotta send some pictures, man. You gotta send some pictures and keep updating because that's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. So you're starting your tarot in California, Miriam? What's the name? Come on, we gotta support you. Cause authentically Alice will support you. We gotta stick together and support each other. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be kind of like strangers, but I mean, even at even though he's 16 years old, he's still, especially at 16, is still going to need that positive masculine influence. You're thinking of a name? Well, I've had my name for almost 15 years now, I think. I had it picked out 15 years ago. Now you're closer? That's awesome. I'm really not close with any of my family. I didn't have a good family at all. They taught me about everything that I didn't want to be, and they still are, really. Um, Nobody should have families like mine, honestly. Because that's kind of what sets the pace for who we become and what we allow in the future. You stay away from yours. Yeah, mine's. And yet they talk about me like I'm a bad guy, or I'm a crazy one, or I'm this, or I'm that. Awesome. I need them. I need them. I just need to get to a place where I can be me. Oh, yeah? I'm the one that isn't the criminal and the thief and I don't even know what the hell is wrong with my family, honestly. They were very narcissistic. Still are. Oh, I would love to. Considering I hear you guys are kicking out oh, True Dump. So you kick out True Dump, I'm in. you know, because True Dump's just a reflection of Biden, really. They're all in the same agenda. And what's going on the border is just, it's horrible because, I mean, isn't it getting cold down there now? And there's all kinds of like people everywhere. Yeah. Oh, we don't. We don't have free anything. Honestly, we don't. The people coming across the border is, though. Good night, Miriam. When you think of a name, let me know. And if you need any help setting like up websites or anything, let me know too. Give you some pointers. 16. Well, that's warm because I think it's 8 degrees here right now. No, it's 6 degrees here right now. I would take the 16. But you're down south of it. You're welcome, Miriam. So, have anybody had any strange experiences yet? -5? Yeah, up north. 49. Yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine in California. She said it was 70, and I was like, I want to be there. Mm. I do, I do. I want to be there. Right now, I'm all wrapped up in like 3 layers of blankets. Mm. Oh, does anybody here like not dream at all? Because I had the weirdest dream, and I don't ever dream at all. And I had this dream that I was battling this demon. You keep seeing the same numbers over and over. Yeah. This is like what numbers, El Chico? Because that's actually messages from the universe. Do you know about Tesla and angel numbers or universal numbers? It's a real thing. Like 111 and 222 and 333, or, repeated number sequences, 1010, 1212, that kind of thing. Mm. 111 and eights. Okay. Well, the 111, I just had that like twice today because I got up at midnight last night and then I went to sleep again about noon watching Secondhand Lions. I love that movie. But I like Bobby Duvall. Okay, so you know about Tesla and the angel numbers? They all mean something. The universe literally bends over backwards to try and let us know that it sees us and it sees what we're going through and it guides us. Like I've been seeing 444 and 222, and it seems like once they start though, they never stop. It's crazy because it's every time I turn around, it's another one. I don't remember what the eights are. All right, Jean. We'll see you later. Hang on, I'm gonna look. I'm going to look what the 8s are. You've been seeing 420. Yeah, I haven't seen 420 in a while. Here are the significance: abundance and prosperity. Angel number 8 is strongly associated with abundance and prosperity and financial success. I'm ready for that. I'd like to see some 8s. But see, my problem is I'm never focused on that enough. And then when I do get focused on it, it's like, yes. Exactly. Once they start, it just keeps going. You guys, man, take one for me. I gotta figure out how to get bills paid and life going. But yeah, I'd love to come to Canada. As long as I can bring my cheese for my omelets with me. Oh, yeah? Well, are you guys in the... Because I gotta finish putting up the suits. Because I have actually a learner's deck in tarot, which you guys can get off of Amazon. Have you seen those learner's decks? I use them for my yes and no questions on TikTok. Here, check them out. Anyway, I've got all of the major arcanas done. And it tells you, you know, what it is in the upright. And if it comes out in the reverse, tells you what it is in the reverse. So, these decks, if you're learning tarot, is really good to have. You'll have lots of cheese. Yeah, it is. And it's like, people don't need to be making it harder. And they do. Oh, Santa Muerte. Um, Santa Muerte. Is that the one that, is that the one, the magical ones that don't, that can't pray to God because, what is that? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah. It's pretty good, but I kind of like all skeletons. Well, I guess I'm thinking of the magical part of it. I don't know. I get them confused. I just know that there's one practicing one out there that a lot of convicts and murderers use it because they can't get protection and work done from the divine, but so they go a different route. You like skeletons? Yeah. Did you see my guy? Here, I gotta show you my guy. Hang on. This is one of three of them. Right. There, check him out. Quit yawning. I don't know if I can find a place to go and have the money to be able to do it. But everything just like exploded here, and you know, yeah, but none of that dark stuff. Yeah, Missouri is actually where my home. That's where I was born. Yeah. This this was a like from Dollar General, and I like added the ruby eyes to it, and um added the pinnacle to it. You know, like Odin's crow on the hangman card that I have. So yeah, that's my guy. And then I had see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil little skeletons, but stupid me, I just, broke up with an ex that, like, stole my truck, stole my gardens, stole my dreams, stole everything. But I need to quit getting into these messes. Alright, have fun in it. No, if I had my truck, man, I wouldn't be having a problem. But he knew exactly what he was doing, and like everybody always does. Oh, you're not going to do what I want you to? You're not going to agree with what I want you to? Well, then, fuck you. When did I know I was gifted? Probably when the ghosts and ghoulies started, showing up in my, hi Lola, started showing up in my room when I was 6 years old. But no, um, I think I've always kind of had it because I was a little bit of it. I was a strange child. I was, I don't remember ever not knowing how to read because I was like in spelling bees with my older brothers and sisters before I was even in school. And I was the baby of 9. Yeah. I was the baby of 9 and I was beating them at spelling bees. And my brother was a little bit dyslexic. Yeah, it's okay to be strange. I mean, seriously. My brother was a little bit dyslexic, and my dad, set him down. Here I am, a kindergartner, and he's in 2nd grade, and he's like, oh, let's teach your big brother how to read. And, he didn't like that very much at all. But what are you gonna say? My dad was 6'2", 250 pounds, and when he said, "Do it," well, guess what? I didn't argue. But yeah, I think I knew. Actually, the ghost kind of got thrust upon me because my older sisters, in their infinite wisdom, decided to have a slumber party. And during that slumber party, they had a seance. And I was up there with them, of course, when this was going on. And they were calling my mother because my mother died when I was 4. And they were calling my mother, and they put like 3 names on a piece of paper, and they burned it, and they put it in the ashtray. And the ashtray broke in half, the lights went off, um, all kinds of shit happened all at once. Somebody got their hair pulled, somebody else got scratched. And that night, because when I was younger, I always felt like there was people around me or something going on in my room, but I never saw it. But that night, I freaking saw it, and I flipped the fuck out. To say the least, I flipped the fuck out. And boy, I'll tell you what, my dad beat my ass for like 3 hours because he'd come in and I'd be like, Dad, get him out of my room. And he would be like, what is wrong with you? And he accused my older brothers and sisters, what kind of movies did you have her watching? Why did you be quiet? Shut up. Oh no, you know. And it didn't matter what he did. If he turned the lights off or turned them on, they were still there. So that went on for about a week. And finally, my butt got black and blue enough to where I just covered my head and tried to ignore them. And I was ignored them most of my life just so I didn't relive that experience. Yeah, it was serious. My dad didn't figure out they were real until he was on the and we were watching Ryan Buell. I forget the name. He's a ghost hunter, and he was really good at it. And we were sitting in his living room watching it, and he was like, "Wow, Alice, that stuff was real." And I looked at him, I said, "No shit, motherfucker." And he went, I said, "Yeah, I think my butt's still sore." So, so to this day, I really don't like doing medium stuff because they're always here. They're always like on the outside, but it's just like, I don't want to. I just don't want to. It traumatized me. That's really the only time my dad ever really hit me because I was such a good girl. And that's no lie. Hey, Haley. Hi, David. But yeah, but outside of that, I pretty much always know, but I kind of kept it quiet. And when I finally came out, it was about, what, 10 years ago. And I was on Facebook in these psychic groups, and uh, I wasn't really putting myself out there, but every once in a while I'd be drawn to something and comment on it. And, people would be like, you're psychic, right? Yeah. You should be doing this, right? No. No, you should be doing this. People aren't ready for what I know. And they're still not ready for what I know. You guys, I keep back so much, it's not even funny. Thank you, Haley. You guys remember to like, share, and subscribe because I tell too much truth, and these social media platforms do not like me. So, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers on TikTok at Authentically Alice 330 so that I can live stream there too. I was supposed to be on Instagram too, live streaming, but I didn't see it, so I must have screwed something up. I don't know. But yeah, I've pretty much always known, but I didn't really know that this is what I was going to be doing. Oh, thank you, honey. I need it. And you guys, we got a whole list of products too. If you guys ever want like really good organic soaps or lotions or any of that that won't cause cancer and sickness, you let me know. We got you covered. I also have a shop on TikTok that shows the products and their prices. If anyone's interested. Because that's actually what I set up to do for money, was sell products and not, beg for donations from people. But for some reason, which is what we were supposed to be doing when I got here, was getting that going. But yeah, we got products. I should say I got products. What site? Go to Authentically Alice 330 on TikTok. And you should see a little thing that says TikTok shop. Go look at it and then just get a hold of me on Facebook. Don't order anything off of the TikTok shop because I can't get the money off there because they only do. I'm gonna get an Etsy going. I'm gonna get an Etsy going because Etsy takes everything and yeah, I don't have to worry about having all these different apps. Yeah, I have a TikTok shop here. Let me show you. As a matter of fact, that's what actually comes up when I pull up my TikTok first. But yeah, get a hold of me if you want to order anything. See, it's there. Essential oils, soaps, lotions, and it should be right on my profile. Yeah, check it out. But like I said, get to me. I keep saying I'm gonna get the Etsy set up, but I haven't got it set up yet. And as far as psychic gifts go, we all have psychic gifts of some kind. Some kind of intuition, some kind of understanding. But we get so caught up in life, and there's so much in day-to-day life that literally separates us from our intuition. Plus, we have this habit, oh, that's weird. oh, that's strange. Paranormal. The truth is, it's supposed to be normal. It's supposed to be part of who we are, that connection with each other. And they don't really want us to be able to feel each other so much because then we don't know what we're doing to each other on a regular basis. And we can, like, get away with treating people like shit and say, oh, I didn't know. And it's like, how could you not know? How could you not know? But yeah, outside of that, I mean, getting to know yourself, getting to understand the truth of who we are and who we're meant to be, not just for us, but for Spirit's sake. We're supposed to take that truth that Spirit gave us when we came here, and we're supposed to create the world around us with it. But instead, the world around us is dead set on creating what's inside us. And people are not responsible co-creators because people don't think anything is more important than, this right here. They have a hard time. Ah, oh, you guys are awesome. I just love you. But yeah, once we learn to give up all the ideas of certain religions that have told us that we're not worthy, and certain things that um, we see as paranormal or weird, it's not weird. It's part of who we are. And once we learn to quit ignoring that little piece of us that can speak so loudly, um, it starts speaking more. Now, I was lucky when I was young because with all the older kids, they were out partying, drinking, doing whatever. I mean, shit, my sister was doing strip tease with her other friend, her teenage friend, in our living room in front of the boys when we were young. It was like, man, y'all are weird. I'm gonna take my Raggedy Ann and Andy and we're going upstairs because, yeah, I don't want a part of that. So, I had one of those families. Now, if Dad would have seen it, he would have beat everybody's ass, but mine, because I was upstairs with my Raggedy Ann and Andy's. But if they would have had their way, I would have been an alcoholic, a drug addict, a hoe, all that crap. A criminal, which, people go through that stuff, I guess, for a reason. And it's because of trauma. Same kind of trauma that we talk about all the time in here. Pain that isn't even ours to carry around. And we end up hurting ourselves and others because other people love us, and we end up hurting ourselves, and that hurts them as well. And everybody thinks, well, I'm not hurting anybody but me. Oh, that is the most selfish thing anybody could ever think. Hmm. That's exciting. I'm so happy to know that. I am. We've been able to process what? Yeah. Electronics are messing up. I mean, my intuition uh, 20 years ago was so on point. I don't know if you guys heard me tell the story about not getting on a plane, that I refused to get on a plane. Everybody was so mad at me. But I would not get on that fucking plane. You could not talk me into it. You could not pay me. And it was like, I got up that morning, I was in Florida. And we were supposed to fly back to Missouri at the end of our vacation. And it was like, nope, I'm not getting on that plane. Everybody was like, why? Why are you not getting on the plane? I don't know. Hey, Kenchan. It's like, I don't know. I'm just not getting on the plane. You can't make me. I'm being told not to get on that plane. Well, everybody was kind of miffed because we had to go out and, rent a car to drive home because I was due at work and I called work and it's like, no, no, I'm not getting on that plane, Linda. She was like, what? What's wrong? And I said, I don't know what's wrong. I'm just not getting on that plane. I was told not to get on that plane. I'm not getting on that plane. So we were sitting in a restaurant, like a little while later. It was like evening time. And we look up at the TV and news was on, and there was a blackout on the whole northeastern seaboard that went kind of over into the central states. It was like, it went like a whole grid. It was horrible. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Well, we're not doing readings tonight. We're just talking about weird stuff. But yeah, and it turned out that our plane almost, like, a lot of planes almost, like, ran out of fuel. They were circling because they had no landing lights. They had nothing to guide them. It was scary, and it was like, hey, I missed that. Some people, like, the flights were delayed because once they landed, they couldn't get out. Some people spent the night in the airport. And Spirit let me miss all that. And everybody in my family, because I didn't tell them. I didn't tell my family anything about what I could do or what I knew. But everyone in my family, they seem to always come to me for advice. And it's like, I'm the baby. I'm supposed to be coming to you guys for advice. Like, straighten your shit up, man. No, you're not missing anything. And you guys, if you need readings, seriously, go to my inbox. I'll be happy to. I'm free all week long. Go to my inbox, ask for a reading, and I'll say, sure, when? Let's book it. Let's book a time. And then that lets me get prepared and then we can talk about your life instead of mine. I had a lot of challenges as a child, let me tell you. The schools didn't know what to do with me. They gave me I was constantly in this, like, taking IQ tests, and the school wanted me to be popped up some grades, and I wish my parents would have, but my parents were like, what about social? She can't miss her social, da da da. But I wasn't that social. So it was like I sat through most of school bored, and I slept through most of school and passed anyway. And then when we grew up and I got on Facebook, a lot of my high school people were like, I can't believe that the person who slept through most of high school is telling everybody to wake up. And I said, yeah, isn't that funny? But isn't it also funny that, you stayed awake and studied hard and I slept. Hi, Rosie. And we still graduated right beside each other. So who's the dummy now? Oh, we're doing coffee talk. So if anybody has questions, um, we're just here chatting. I don't even really. Oh, I guess I do have some cards handy because we were talking about starter decks and beginners decks, and this is one that I have that I was showing people that it tells what the meanings are, what the chakra is, whether it's a yes or no answer, whether it's masculine, feminine. Like this is Aries, tells you the sign. And if it comes out reversed, it also tells you the meaning on that. So, yeah. And then we heard about El Chico and um has a big meeting tomorrow to see his do we have any idea when this is going to happen yet, El Chico? Or do you find out tomorrow for sure? How what? How maybe you're not looking. Did you find it, Natalie? Yes. That would be so cool. All right, PM me and let me know. Let me know how it goes. So you know where he's at? Do you got to go get him, or are they flying him to you, or? Well, you'll know tomorrow. I'm jumping ahead. I'm jumping ahead. I'm so excited for you. So excited. That's crazy. I love it though. Spirit's good. Spirit is good. But yeah, I pretty much had always known, but I kept it quiet. Or I didn't say the reason why I knew that was because I'm psychic, My kids were like, "How do you know that? How do you know that?" Because you're dummies. You're dummies. You gave me clues. And they believed it. So, okay. Yes. Yes, yes. Well, that's farther than you've been in 16 years, so I'm excited. I'm so excited. Mm. Do you know for sure if she's in jail? See, that's what I'm waiting to happen to my ex, is his ass go to jail. That's what he fucking deserves. All these people, I'm telling you. So over it. I'm just so ready to have happy co-creators. People who say what they do and do what they say. Or getting to the point where it won't matter if they don't. Mm. Is she in the States or is she in Canada? So this has something to do with DFS type thing, huh? Mm. Oh, that's some good tea. Oh, she's in Chile? Wow. Pretending she never did anything. Pretty sure that's kidnapping. You know, but in most places it's kidnapping. I know. I know about Canada. But I didn't get to go on last night because I was just exhausted. And I've been exhausted. Um, I slept through coffee talk last night. So I thought I'd come on here tonight and say, hello. I'm still here. Still tired though. It's all good. So, any questions, guys? Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Because I am seriously shadow banned. I think I was the first shadow ban ever on Facebook before they even had algorithms. They called me a nuisance and made it to where I could only share like 5 posts a day. And my posts were so popular in Facebook that when we boosted them, our numbers actually went down. I do. Well, I need to. No, no. One of these days, I just need to be safe, you know, and not worry about what the people around me are going to do. Yeah, there's tons of them. I have so many decks. It's, I mean, I could have more and not be sorry. That's for sure. Like, I got the Alice in Wonderland deck. I haven't used them very much. Hang on. Because I haven't gotten used to them. I got the Supernatural deck. And I don't know if you guys like that series Supernatural, but it was like, oh yeah. Because demons and all that stuff, I've been battling those most of my life. As a matter of fact, I had a dream about one. I took a nap and and I really don't dream. I really don't dream at all. But for some reason I had this dream that this person was like had a demon in them and they were like snapping at me like a dog. And I was like, are you kidding me? How are you here? And then, I don't even remember. And finally, it's just, it kept snapping at me like this. And I just took my fist and went right down its throat. Game over. I won. Went screaming away. You know, kind of like you do with a dog that wants to bite you. But yeah, this is the Supernatural deck, and I haven't used it that much, but I want to, so, um, yeah, it's hard to tell on these what's what. like all the major arcanas. So I haven't learned them yet. No, this one is the Magician. Those are Knight of Bones. Defeat the self-conscious. Yeah. Well, it seems like, see, it's weird because I see demonic energy when it comes to people a little bit different. Everybody can answer that demonic side. What do I look for when searching for a deck? Something I'm drawn to, really. Like this one deck that I have, it was the colors. And plus it was a deck that's artist. It's Oliver Hibbert. Anyway, so when I ordered this was the most expensive deck I got. This was like $150 for this deck. And you see the colors? And they're all weird pictures, like creepy eyeballs and stuff as their heads. Sometimes they're holding their eyeballs. So I like it. But he sends a card with his autograph on it, right? Usually there's only one autograph. Well, he sent me two. Hi, Evelyn. Welcome, welcome. We're sitting here talking about tarot decks right now. So that was fun. And I've just been kind of playing on TikTok and stuff like that. Oh, my goodness. I had one heck of an experience the other day. I about fell off my chair. Because I was watching this guy who's this supermodel and actor that's on TikTok. He was on TikTok Live. And he had this sign. And the sign said, "I'm not talking until I see my type." And all these women were getting on, collaborating on the videos, and he didn't talk. 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 I was like, oh my God. Because this kid, I mean, he's like 40. His name's Jared Say, I think it is. Seay. So I was watching, I was really having fun of all these women, and it's, women really have no confidence anymore. And I was like, wait a minute, this guy's a supermodel. He's an actor. He's not looking for somebody that, is going to come up all mousy. So I think there were two women that he talked to, and I was one of them. So yeah, I just thought, oh, I'll play with him. Here I am, 56, and so it took him about 3 seconds to hit the button, and he started talking to me. I was like, oh my God. So I about fell off a thing. He was like, "You're 56?" And I'm like, "Yeah. Pretty soon I'll be farting dust, man. But until then, I'm going to kick some ass." you know? So that was fun. Apparently, I still got it. And he was like, "Do a 360," because, he wants to see the body. And I'm like, that might get me in trouble. Anyway, so I was talking to him, and he's like, "I'll fly you to California right now. Let's go out on a date." I was like, "Oh, damn. Okay, let's do it." But apparently he liked my energy. Yeah, I love these. And the book is amazing to it. I mean, even the book is colorful. They're just amazing cards. But Oliver Hebert, this one was like 130, 40 bucks. I don't remember. I don't use them too often either because they were like $140. You know? So I don't want to get them messed up. And I don't want them disappearing. But yeah, that's some of the Oliver Heberts. You'll see me use them every once in a while. That's the extra one. That's the extra one. There is an extra card in this deck. But yeah, I just love the colors on it. And me being an artist, you know. It's like, how am I pulling up all those? Okay, I'm gonna put him down because that's like telling too much of my energy right now. Do you ever have those days where you just want to, you just want to find all your people who have pissed you off and you just want to line them up and just, that kind of thing? I had one of those days today. Not a fun day. What's my favorite deck? The Witch's Tarot. That would be... Well, actually, I've got like 3 of them. The Witch's Tarot is this one. And I like the way they do the imagery on them. It's a little bit different than most. But this is the one with the hangman that I really like, that I decided to do that after. Let me see if I can find it. I really need to get my table up because I have no room. I mean, I literally bumped my butt turning around in this room. But they're getting a little tattered here, and I need to get some powder because they're sticking a little bit. But the hangman, and this one is like my favorite depiction, and so is the Four of Swords, because it doesn't show the Four of Swords, you know, laying prone, like they're dead or something, and it has her standing up with the Four of Swords, even though she's got the sword in her hand, she's ready to rumble, but she's standing behind the 3 swords in front of her, and she's not like, I don't know, it's a different feeling instead of like you just missed a bullet. It's more of a, you may have missed a bullet, but get ready for another one type thing. You know, always be ready for another one. Hi, Heather. Oh, I'm not doing readings tonight. This is Coffee Talk. I do readings on Saturdays and Wednesdays. But if you need a reading, Heather, go to Facebook, go to Authentically Alice on Facebook, send me a message, and we'll get her done. Anyway, this is my favorite deck. Where's my hangman? Yeah, but see how they're like sticking together a little bit. So I haven't been using them as much lately either. But when you see the hangman in here, you'll see Odin's crow. And I always talk about Odin's crow, the ravens, because he's holding a pentacle up in the top of the hangman's tree, above the hangman. And, you know, a lot of people are like, yeah, time to get out of the hangman's tree. It's like, yeah, you're going to get out of that hangman's tree if that solid gold pentacle drops on your balls. That'll get you moving. Oh, look, see? Here he is. You see it? You see that pentacle right above him? Yep. Odin's crow gonna tell you to move on. Yes, Heather, go on Facebook, because I'm not doing readings tonight. We're doing coffee talks. And go on Facebook and to Authentically Alice, my page. Hit the little inbox thing and send me. No, for what? It's coffee talk. But this is one of my favorites. This one, I think, is the Light Seers deck, and this is also one of my favorites. And then my very first deck was the Gilded Tarot deck. And I ended up giving them to another person who pretended to be a friend. And of course, you know, everybody's always, oh, you're amazing and you're wise and you're this and you're that. Yeah, until I tell you you're being a dummy and then you don't like me anymore. But this is a version of that one. Because most of the time I tell people how incredibly smart and all their possibilities they can be. But, you know, when they end up doing harm or acting in ways that are harmful to not only me, but themselves and others, they tend to suddenly not like me, and I become a crazy bitch and demonic, and because I don't put up with shit. Yeah, you want to yell and scream, and well, I don't scream, I yell. But screaming memes drive me nuts. That's real pitch. That's one of the things that just makes me want to right away. So, and I don't even like yelling, honestly, because it's so disrespectful. If you can't sit and talk quietly, even when you're angry, to where you take somebody like me and you make them angry enough to where I'm yelling, you a dumb bitch. That's all I can say. If you have to push somebody like me that far and then turn around and say I'm crazy, I ain't fucking with that. Because that's the kind of shit that makes me want to hit somebody. And I'm not violent. Literally, I'm not violent unless somebody balls up that fist and look like they're gonna hit me. And then it's on like Donkey Kong. How do I cleanse them? I wouldn't put them in a freezer. I use sage. When I need to cleanse them, I use sage. But when they get sticky like that, I like to put either starch or powder on them. so they get slick again. And that's what I need to do with those, really. But no. Anybody got any good stories to tell? El Chico is going to get a meeting with people to get his son that he hasn't seen in 16 years home. That's a good story. You guys missed that. You need to, yeah. Oh, and guys, I'm gonna have some guests on. So I found, well, actually, Glenn Stewart Coles. I don't know if you know Glenn Stewart Coles. I met it when I met him. He was the main head over Light Workers of the World, the group that's like so huge. And I used to like give readings and stuff like that in there all the time. And then I kept getting kicked out because he had an admin that was like jealous and catty. And I always end up with the jealous and catty bitches. I don't know how. But yeah, that's my favorite deck, the one that's all ragged and I have never heard of somebody putting them in the freezer, Rosie. Never. I mean, that's different. But I don't have a totally silk cloth either. And I don't know, maybe the silk protects them. I don't know. But yeah, the Witch's Tarot is my favorite one. I wanna get more into the supernatural one, but I just haven't yet. I actually had somebody set that aside just so I could buy it. At a show. We were at a show. Yeah, I have some videos of shows with all our products set up and should be on the website. But you know, I love tarot decks. I think they're all a work of art in their own way. I even have this one. Have you seen this one? Look, it's my tiny tarot. And I actually got these because back when we had like a idea that we'd do spells in a bag and it, they were tarot spells, you know, like strength and confidence, and because we never did anything that involved other people, like love spells. But look how tiny they are, and they're like perfect. I just love them. And I used to carry this around with me, like go to work when I went to work. So I didn't have to carry my big deck, and I can't even tell you how many times I've done tarot readings off of this tiny tarot deck. So that's one of my favorites too, because this fits on your keychain. But then this started getting to where it didn't want to close all the way and stay shut. So I'd end up having to put them in my pocket, and then that wasn't comfortable because I was working at the bakery at Quick Trip, so I was hustling all the time. But anyway, guys, I'm kind of tired tonight, kind of worn out. So I'm not going to make this a long one. And I didn't really plan anything. Usually I have something planned, and tonight is just my brain's fried. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy to hear from you guys. And y'all don't even know. And you guys also be careful when you're going out getting readings um from random people on websites. I had a friend of mine run into one of them, and she said afterward, I just felt so drained and da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, well, that was probably an energy thief. So be careful who you open your energy to. I say that all the time, but I'm supposed to kick some ass. Plus, after the life I've had, I'm tough as nails. Not much I can't live through. Promise you that. I'm happy you caught us too. But I'm fixing to head off of here and get some more rest so I can be bright and cheery tomorrow. Um, do some readings. You guys, if you need readings, Co-Creation Station, you can post a post on there. If you not only want a reading from me, but there's other upcoming psychics and very wise people in there that may comment and give you some insights as well. If not, hit me up on my inbox, either in my private page. My private page is the one. My private page is the one of my aura picture. I don't know if you can see it or not. Do you see the entity standing behind me? And my big old heart light open? But yeah, it's orange on top. But that's the profile picture if you can see it. You can hit me up in that inbox if y'all need readings. But Authentically Alice is better. There's also the merging of Authentically Alice and YouTube now. You can hit me up in that inbox. So if y'all need readings, just get in touch with me, okay? I love you guys. With that, remember, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, and don't make a victim, not even of yourself. And it's never too late to do the right thing all the time, every time. I love you guys. Thanks for showing up. I will talk to you later.